we go, just leaving the city to pick up some very important object at the US border. Hey Mark, are you excited today?
Yes, very excited. The heart of the beast has arrived, and it's in Pembina, North Dakota, so I have to travel down there to get it because getting it shipped the extra hour to my home in Canada would have been many thousands of dollars extra.
And so tell me a little bit about the motor that you're picking up.
It is an LS7. I chose the LS7 because it's the highest revving LS motor that they make, and it's 427 cubic inches, which in the Camaro world is significant. 7 liters. And so I that's the one I wanted. And unfortunately, LS7s have a known issue with the valves. You know, the exhaust valve, the valve guide's not quite long enough, and the valve will wobble in there and it can break off and destroy your motor. So I was looking for an LS7 that had this repair already done, because everything would have been so expensive for me to get it done here. And I found this motor on eBay. It's out of a 2006 Corvette, and it has the K-Tech heads and cam and head studs and all those things, and throttle body, and it's got a Holley aftermarket intake manifold, and it's got a carbon fiber air box and everything. It has all the goodies, all the good stuff. And bid on it, got it, and weeks and weeks later, it has finally arrived. So we're on our way to pick it up now.
Awesome. And how long before you think you're going to have it inside the car?
Let's see, what time is it? 10:44 in the morning? No, I'm kidding. I'll probably have it in the car this week, today or Saturday.
Cool. So I guess there'll be another YouTube video coming shortly after this one, showing you installing the engine into the car.
Yes, absolutely. And I am not gonna have a fire up video until I have 1,000 subscribers. So I need all of you to share this video so that you can see the motor fire up in the car, because I am not sharing any fire up videos until I have 1,000 subscribers.
Fantastic. Well, let's have a safe trip, and I can't wait to see this special package.
Hello, you've joined me at a very opportune time. I have got the motor back here in the garage. Here it is. I've already stripped it of the factory wiring harness. I have a new wiring harness coming that's for a standalone application, because of course what they sent me was for a Corvette, and they had a lot of stuff on it that I don't need. So I have a new one of those coming, and today the goal is to join this transmission T56 to the engine. Well, I guess I have to get the flywheel and the clutch and all that, pressure plate and everything all on there too, and get it in the car. That's what we're up to today. That is I will consider today a success if I can get all that done. I had some trouble finding the bolts for the flywheel are a 12-point, and you would think something like a 12-point socket 19 millimeter would be super easy. No, I didn't have a single one. I went to my shop. I went to Speed World. Didn't have one there either. I went to, Canadian Tire and Rona and Lowe's and Home Depot, and nobody had a 19 millimeter 12-point socket. But I finally did find one. So now we'll get that torqued on, slide the transmission on there, and hopefully scooch it right into the car. All right, follow along. Okay, so the McLeod twin disc clutch is on, and just a fair word of warning, there are a lot of little washers and stuff, and they all have to be oriented the right way. There's a flat washer and a lock washer there, but then between each one of these, there's two little skinny washers, and when you're positioning things, they tend to fall out. So yeah, didn't realize that, but now they're all in there properly and everything's all torqued properly. So next step is putting this bad boy on there. Okay, so that's all bolted on, and now I got to do some math. I got to use a micrometer. What I need to do is I need to figure out the gap between the fingers of the clutch, the pressure plate, and the throwout bearing, like the hydraulic throwout bearing. I need to figure out what the gap is going to be. It needs to be somewhere between 100 thousandths of an inch and 150 thousandths of an inch, somewhere in that range. So I'll put the straight edge across the bell housing, and I'm going to measure this way. That's 2.185 inches, and now I'm going to measure from the transmission mounting surface here to the edge of the throwout bearing. Now I need to write down those numbers, subtract that number from that number, and hopefully it is between 100 thou and 150 thou. So I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so hours have passed and I have been unsuccessful in getting that transmission onto the engine. And the reason why, here I kept thinking that maybe the clutches, the discs weren't lining up on the shaft or whatever. Nope, the problem was the pilot bushing. See, there's a race out here that this pilot bushing goes in. I need to use this inner one that's farther in. So this was preventing the transmission from going in far enough to go up against the bell housing. So I have to hunt down the proper bearing. So that's where I'm gonna have to stop with putting this engine in the car. Okay, it's a couple of days later and we're back in the shop and I've got the parts I need. Now, YouTube has been a great help to me, so I'm gonna pass on this knowledge so that hopefully I can help somebody else out with this video. Okay, so there's two different kinds of pilot bearings, okay? Depending on the transmission you have, you'll be either using this one or this one with an LS motor. So the way to find out what you need, well, let's do a quick recap. You can see here, there's a larger outer one. Obviously that would be for this one. And then there's the smaller inner one, and that would be for this one. So the way you know which one you want is by measuring how far out the input shaft of the transmission sticks. So put a straight edge on here against your mating surface to your engine, and you measure how much it sticks out. If it sticks out 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch, you need this one. If it sticks out between 3/8 of an inch and an inch, then you need this one. Mine sticks out an inch, so I need this one, and I wish somebody had explained that to me. I mean, I have a whole book on LS swapping vehicles, and I mean, maybe I didn't read every page, maybe I should have, but yeah, so that's that. This is the one I got here. There's bushings and bearings. This one's a bearing. I think the bearings are a higher quality. They actually have little needle bearings in there. There's a bushing available as well. This is made by Centerforce, and the part number 43001. So if you want to recreate what I have going on here, that's what you need. And the little instruction pamphlet here says that I'm supposed to install the seal side towards the transmission. So you can see there's a little seal right there, so that'll go on boop towards the transmission. And yeah, once I have that in there, then I get that onto there. And then I think to make it easier to get this whole schmozzle into there is I'm gonna pull the whole front end off. It's only a few bolts, right? It's those 3 bolts over there, 3 over here, 2 down here, but bing, bang, boom, engine slides in. So that's what I'm gonna do next. Ta-da, it is on. My next little bit of hassle with these adjustable motor mounts, like I read the instructions, I think I have them on right, but actually the problem was this one over here. Passenger side, I had to take off, see it's adjustable, I had to take off the air conditioning compressor to fit that on there, and that is not what I wanted. I want to run the factory location for air conditioning compressor, but now I can't because it interferes with this thing. So I don't know, I'll solve that problem later, I guess. But anyways, next up is taking that front end off of there and moving the engine into place. Okay, it's in, but it fought us hard. Now, these adjustable motor mounts came in real handy because, look there, you see that? You see that bolt right there? That is right close to that cross member. It's so close, I could unscrew it, but I can't take it out all the way. Like if it was just an 1/8 of an inch shorter, it would pop out of there, but I can't get it out. There's another drain plug, so I'm not even worried about that. But anyways, we had to move the motor back so that cleared the cross member. And because it rolled, you can see how much we actually moved it back, because that shifter used to be in the middle of that hole, and now it is not. And we're pretty close to the firewall there. Not hitting, but it is close. And this factory LS7 accessory drive is not going to work, because as you can see, there normally is an alternator parked right there, and there normally is an air conditioning compressor right there. So I got to sort those things out. Yeah, I'm just happy the motor's in. Boy, it fought us. I don't know. We've been at it for a couple hours, just just tilting and this way and that way, and the car up and the car down, and oh my god. Anyways, yeah, so that's that. All right, I'm gonna end the video there. I am exhausted. The engine's in. That was my goal, to get it in. Pretty sure the headers will be no problem. And I need to sort out an accessory drive. Anyways, thanks for watching till the end. It probably was not nearly as painful for you as it was for me trying to do all this, but anyways, I do appreciate my viewers, my subscribers, and we'll see you in the next one.